What if I told you the most popular game in the world, a platform where millions are both players and creators, almost died in obscurity? That its founders, two brilliant engineers, spent years on the brink of failure, convinced they were building the next big thing that nobody seemed to want. This is not a story of overnight success. This is the true roller coaster history of Roblox. Our story doesn't begin with the iconic blocky R. It begins in 1989 with two college students at Stanford, David Baszucki and Erik Cassel. They weren't dreaming of a game for kids. They were building a 2D physics simulator called interactive physics. It was a hit in education, but David saw a bigger vision. He saw users not just running simulations, but creating worlds. Fast forward to 2004, David and Erik found a new company, Roblox Corporation. Their prototype was called DynaBlocks. The name reflected its core, dynamic blocks you could use to build. It was clunky, slow, and only a handful of users, but it had two revolutionary ideas baked into its DNA: user-generated content and a social, multiplayer experience. The Big Bang happened in 2006. DynaBlocks rebranded to Roblox, a portmanteau of robots and blocks. They launched the Roblox client and studio, giving every player the tools to build their own game. This wasn't just a feature, it was the entire point. Suddenly, it wasn't a company making games for players, it was a company building a platform for players to become creators. The early years, 2007 to 2012, were the Wild West. The graphics were primitive, dominated by basic bricks and classic obbies. The currency system emerged, ticks, tickets, and Robux. But the community was small, tight-knit, and fiercely creative. However, behind the scenes, Roblox was bleeding money. The server costs for hosting all these user-created worlds were astronomical. David Baszucki reportedly remortgaged his house. The company survived on sheer belief. The pivot to true scalability came with technological leaps. The shift to a cloud-based infrastructure was crucial, but the real cultural shift happened when Roblox understood its audience. They stopped marketing to general gamers and focused on kids and teens. They simplified the building tools, making them more accessible. Games like Apocalypse Rising and Work at a Pizza Place showed the potential of sophisticated, genre-driven experiences built by users. Key milestones fueled the meteoric rise. 2013, introduction of Developer Exchange, allowing top creators to cash out their Robux into real money. This wasn't just a game anymore, it was a potential career. 2015 to 2017, the mobile app explosion. Putting Roblox in every pocket was a game changer, multiplying the user base exponentially. The golden age of genres. Jailbreak perfected the cops and robbers sim. Adopt Me redefined social roleplay and broke all concurrent player records. Meep City and Brookhaven became virtual hangout spaces. 2020s and the Metaverse vision. The pandemic accelerated growth astronomically. Roblox went public on the NYSE, valuing it in the tens of billions. It began hosting virtual concerts like Lil Nas X and brand experiences like Nike and Gucci, solidifying its status not as a game, but as a human co-experience platform. Through it all, the vision of David Baszucki, CEO, Builderman, and Erik Cassel, who tragically passed away in 2013, remained constant, a platform for shared imagination. The design evolved from basic blue blocks to sophisticated lighting, materials, and avatar customization, but the core loop remained: imagine, create, share, socialize. Roblox's history is a masterclass in resilient vision. It's the story of a physics simulator that dreamed of being a creativity engine, of a platform that trusted its users with the tools more than any before it. It survived financial ruin, technical hurdles, and obscurity to become a cultural phenomenon by betting on one simple, powerful idea: that the best person to create the fun for a kid is another kid. And in that bet, they didn't just build a game, they built an economy, a culture, and a new digital frontier.